Many WPF developers face these problems. They try to bind radio buttons with gender property, but it does not work as expected. Radio buttons works with true or false values, but in real application, gender is stored as male or female. So how do we connect these two? Hello everyone, I am Harsh and you are watching WPF World. In this video, I will explain how to solve this common problem using value converters with a simple and real project example. This issue happens because the value used by the UI control and the actual data value are not the same type. Radio buttons expect a true or false value, but gender is represented as meaningful value like male or female. So to connect this value, WPF provide a feature called a value converter. What is value converter? Value converter convert one value into another. Like if we want to convert gender to boolean, like we are using gender as a string or enum, and we want to bind it to radio button with is checked property which required true or false. In that case, we can use the converter. Now let's see how to write the converter. I will create one class here. Right click on the project and then click on add and then select class. And here I will say gender to bool converter because I want to change the gender into the boolean value for the radio button. So I will say gender to bool converter. I will add it. We have to first make it as public so that we can access from anywhere in our UI. And now we have to implement value converter and then implement the method. These two methods, one is convert and another is convert back. So here we will write the logic. When the source is changed, then target value will be changed according to the source. So here what I will do, I will return, I will say value. There is a chance it may be nullable. So I will say value dot to string equal to, and I will pass the parameter from the UI. So I will compare with the parameter dot to string. So if the value which is set to source and the parameter what we are passing from the UI is equal, then that checkbox will be checked. And in the convert back method, once target is changed, then source will update. Like here what we have to do, we have to check the value. First I will convert value to boolean type, or we can simply say if it is true, then return the parameter value what we are passing from the UI. So now how to use this gender to bool converter in our UI? So for that we have to add the resource here in the window. I will just copy it and then resource, and here I will add that resource. This is available in our this namespace WPF app local and then gender to boolean. So this is the resource, and here we have defined the key. I will set the key as gender to boolean converter. You can give any key. Now we have imported our converter in the UI. Now how to use it? Now here we can bind the gender property what we have in the user class, which is type of string. So here we can bind gender and then we need to convert. So we will use converter. And then here we will use static resource and then gender to boolean converter, and then we will pass the convert parameter here, and as this is the male, I will pass male. Here I will set the convert parameter to male, and in the same way we will bind for female, and here we will set female. Now let's run it. I already added the breakpoint in the gender setter. Now let's check male radio button and see the value is true, and then I will add the breakpoint here, continue, and it is not checked. So I made the mistake here. Let's fix it. Here what I did, I only check the value. If it is not null, then we will return the parameter, but here we have to convert it to boolean. If it is true, then we will return the parameter value, otherwise we will return null. Now let's run it. I will add the breakpoint again here and here. Let's check the male and see value is true, then we will return the parameter male. Now the value will change to male, so what will call this convert will call. So the value is male and parameter is female, so female will not check. Again we'll see, as we are using the group name, so for both the radio button it will call. Next time the value is male and parameter is also male, so male radio button will check. You can see here. And if we want to check female, then also we can see the same thing. You can see female is checked. So now what I want to make the male radio button check by default. So for that what we have to do, we have to set the value for the gender here. So I will copy this value and I will assign it to gender. Now I will remove the breakpoint from every place, and now let's run it. Here you can see male radio button is checked. If we want to check female, that also we can do. Again male, we can do this. Now what I want to show, I want to show you here I will not use any control name to show the value. So what I will do here, I will use data object. With this object we will show you the value for all the controls. So here instead of name we will use user dot full name, user dot email address, user dot gender, user dot selected country, user dot WPF skill WPF, user dot C# skill, user dot .NET skill, user dot experience, user dot each term accepted. If you notice here, I have not used any boolean property for our radio button, so I will comment it, and now let's run it and see the value. Let me first change the value of this text block. Here I will say full name. Now I will set Harsh here, email address anything abc@google.com, and password I will give 123. For now I will not change this. I will select India, skill I will select all, experience we will set this, click on accept and click on register. We can see the value Kumar. Okay, I think email is not pointed here. In gender we can see male, country India, WPF skill true, C# skill true, .NET skill true, experience to term false, because I have not bind it. I will remove this name property from here and I will bind text, then binding, and then what we have here email, and for this checkbox we will bind is checked binding, and then we have the property for it which is each term accepted. Now let's see. I will set the value for the mail and then I will check the agreement. I will remove this breakpoint and also I will remove this because I don't want to change the value. So you can see Kumar, this email, and gender, country, all the skill and term. Now what I want to do, I want to change it to female. Now let's click on register and you can see why this name is not changing. Let's see. Here I have not binded it. Let's bind it. I will remove this and then I will bind it with full name. I will save it, and now we can see here I will set Harsh and click on register. You can see the full name Harsh and email, gender female because I have selected female like that. But for now I will again check this mail and click on register. You can see full name Harsh, then gender male, country India, and all this thing we can see the value. Let's change the value to 5 maximum value and uncheck these two and give any name like ABC and change to female. Click on register. You can see the name, email, gender is female, country WPF skill false because I have unchecked it, C# skill true because I have checked it, .NET skill is true, it is already checked, experience level is 5 which is maximum value, and term is true which I have checked. So this is how we can use the value converter to convert to one type to another type when the source type is different from the target type. I hope you learn how to bind the radio button with value converter. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, let's share with your friends.